What is going on, everybody, my friends, my family? Matitude 22 here today with you guys. Here today, bringing you guys another video. That is what I meant to say. As promised, we have the DC Multiverse Lobo Build-A-Figure wave, which got this. I got Croc, and I got Ninja Batman. We're really getting to the end of the multiverse line, but that's not for now. That's not for this video. As you can see, I have all the packagings lined up. They're all pretty much the same, but I'll just kind of quickly go over each one. So you got Kid Flash right there, and the other figures, Lobo on the back. There's Kid Flash's bio if you want to read that. Of course, go ahead and pause this now. Boom, get rid of that. We got Kyle Rayner, same deal. And there's Rayner's bio again. You know the drill if you want to pause it. How many of you actually take the time to pause? I'm curious. So let me know below. There we got New Frontier Superman. Not New Frontier. Kingdom Come Superman. There you go. Kingdom Come Superman. There you can see the Kingdom Come style artwork. Looks like how he appeared right on the cover of the first issue. There's Kingdom Come Superman's bio. Decent. Get rid of the packaging because we don't need that. And we got Batman Beyond. Boom. Bio right there. Get rid of all the packaging, and then we'll obviously look at each one of the figures, and then before getting into Lobo. Now, quickly say the common, I feel like the common trend with this wave is no sculpted detail. Each one of these figures lacks, for the most part, any kind of sculpting, and I will say this is a good enough wave. I'm okay. I like this wave, but like I said, very minimal sculpting for each of them. All right, looking at Kid Flash first. Very cool. This is a Wally West from the New 52. He is obviously African American. I like this character a lot, actually. So to have a figure of this character, I think is really cool. Face sculpt is decent. It's got the little lightning bolt in the hair. And the logo's painted cleanly. All the paint is pretty solid on this guy. Again, no sculpted detail, minus there's a little bit of sculpting on the boots. Excuse me? You know what I mean? I'm recording a video, so you know that means I gotta yawn, because I gotta yawn in all my videos for some reason. Very cool figure. Like I said, no really sculpting. The paint is pretty decent, and I'll go over the articulation just kind of once at the end, because they all share the same articulation for the most part. So that's pretty much it for Wally West. Like, a lot of these figures are just pretty unimpressive. That's my kid. She's being loud as usual. Always when I'm filming, it's like, "Oh, Dad, are you recording a video?" Yes, kid, I am. "Oh, let me yell and make as much noise as humanly possible." Thanks, kid. No, it's okay. She's great. I love her. Anyway, guys. So there's his hands. You can see my wife's pretty poor penmanship, but actually, as bad as that writing is, it's much better than mine. So kudos to her. He just comes with the open running hands, so nothing much. Like, I'm not trying to rush through this. It's just that there's so little to really talk about with these figures, because there's no sculpting, there's no texturing. It's just blank bodies with some paint. For the most part, Kyle Rayner is pretty cool. I definitely dig the face sculpt. And the white, it's got a nice dark kind of shading to it, so it does look good. When I say there's no sculpting, minus a little here and there, so you can see the ring, Green Lantern ring is sculpted on, and these gauntlets are a separate piece. But other than that, again, just a very very basic figure. The Green Lantern logo looks pretty dope. I like this figure. I didn't have a Kyle Rayner. Did I want him as a Green Lantern? No, not super, but Kyle Rayner wasn't one of my favorite characters. I was always a Jon Stewart guy. I don't know, like, as much as I like Hal Jordan too, I was always about, I don't know, I was always like a Jon Stewart guy. I always liked Jon Stewart. I just thought he was different, like, and obviously I grew up with the Justice League cartoon, and Jon Stewart was in that, so yeah, like I said, for me, I was always a kind of a Jon Stewart guy. Excuse me, big yawn right there. He comes with this green kind of blast effect, which is translucent kind of lime green. Looks really nice, and it just slides on right like that, and he comes with his funky looking lantern, and you can get him holding that. You'll hold that sort of no problem. Once you actually get it in the hand, which I'm obviously struggling to do, and oh, damn it! See, I say like, oh, it's gonna be simple, and then I can't even get it in. Get in there, you son of a bitch! YouTube's gonna have to check the explicit box on this one, I guess, because we're starting early. There, so damn difficult. There you go. So he holds his lantern. He's got his little blast effect, or his little flashlight effect. Might as well be a flashlight. Pretty cool. Wow, guys, my apologies again. I don't know what is happening, if Skynet is taking over the world, or if my camera is just deciding it wants to fuck with me. I don't know what's happening, but this is the second video in a row where it's stopped recording. Not ideal, not a fan. So once again, I already went through the process of talking about this figure, only to discover, oh, idiot, you're not filming. Stupid. Why don't you turn the camera on so that people actually can watch the review instead of you just doing it for your own enjoyment? So we're going to try this again. All right. Some pretty, overall, not a bad figure here, minus some missteps in the paint. Right there, and right there, and right there, and most importantly, right there. Don't know what's going on with the paint on this guy. They really messed it up. Actually, it's not too bad on this side, but you can see the red coming through there. You could see the bleed, the bleed. You can see the blue kind of bleeding through the ankles. Don't really know why they. I don't know if it's just sun damage. I don't know what it is. But they really messed up the paint there. Face sculpt is good. Hair, not as gray as I would like it. I will say that. The Superman is known for having gray hair. And you can see it's got the black. It's got a little bit of gray shading, but not very much. Certainly not as much as there should be to represent this Superman. The logo actually is painted good. So they actually did do a good job on the logo. Soft plastic cape. Get out of here with that. I've made it no secret on past reviews. Get rid of the stupid plastic and just switch to fabric capes. Don't know why they don't do that. Don't know why it's taken them this long to figure it out, and why they seem to keep going back and forth, but not my hill to die on, I guess. The line is dead anyway, so kind of criticizing them as a company at this point is kind of, this what's the expression, beating a dead horse. He's got the belt, which is sculpted on it as a separate piece. Pretty cool. Good Superman. It's just one of those figures, just like he'll stand next to Gaslight Batman on the shelf because there's no other. Did I say New Frontier again? Kingdom Come. I keep saying New Frontier. There's no other Kingdom Come characters. Can you kind of stand Superman? Can you just... Thanks. Accessories, he comes with the flying hands. There you go. those would be a lot more useful if you could actually get him into a flying pose. And lastly, the one I think a lot of people were hoping for or waiting for, the Batman Beyond. We already had a Batman Beyond in the DC Universe Classics line, but I know that figure goes for some money on the aftermarket. A lot of people don't have them, so if you missed out on that figure like I did, you have a second chance. This is a solid figure. I think this is the best one in the wave. I think they knocked it out of the park, and part of that mainly is because there's so little paint and sculpting. There was so few opportunities to screw it up. Like, what could they have possibly screwed up? They got the logo right. The logo is painted nicely, and that's it. The belt looks cool. Aside from that, there's nothing else they could have got wrong, because it's just a solid black figure with white eyes. So for what it is, again, I think they could not have. How could they have messed it up? They couldn't have. So there you go. All right, didn't look at the articulation with these guys because they all share the same articulation. Let's do it with Batman Beyond. Head moves forward and back, side to side. Arm moves up to there. Moves in this far, back that far. The bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist rotation, and wrist hinge. Waist twist and ab crunch. Hips move out this far. Kicks this far forward. Doesn't kick back. He's got a thigh swivel. Double jointed knee. Ankle pivot and ankle rocker. Accessories. He comes with his Batwing, which, if you remember in the show, they just kind of popped open and looks pretty cool. Don't know that I would go to the trouble of displaying him with these, but I think they look cool, but I think it's good without them. Accessories. I would say out of all of them, he comes with the most accessories. So he comes with 4 batarangs. The batarangs look cool. I guess these are just for if I lose one of them, which I have a tendency to lose accessories, so maybe they made the right call in giving me 4. He comes with the more grizzled open mouth head, and he comes with 2 flying hands, which would obviously go for the wings. Again, these would be more helpful if he actually could get into a flying pose. Because Mattel figures are not at all that articulated. Alright, and the piece de resistance, the Build-A-Figure for this wave, the consolation prize Lobo. And when I say consolation prize, I mean because this is if you don't have the Comic-Con exclusive Lobo, and you have this one, you have the shittier Lobo. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's cool that they gave us another one, but it's not the DCUC one. But let's just kind of look at this figure for what it is and just kind of appreciate him for what he is. First, he comes with the chain with the hook. See, it's a real fake chain. It's got a little weight at the end of it. And it looks cool. You wrap it around. It definitely makes him look badass. Sculpt on the head is good. Minus the goggles. Could do without those. It comes with this little chain, little necklace. Some nice sculpting. The boots are incredible. I think they really killed it with the boots. Really, really just Lobo style boots. It's always kind of known for having these really big, obnoxious skull knee pads and these big, obnoxious feet. And the vest, which is removable. Don't know why you want to remove it, but if you could. On the back, it's just kind of plain. No paint deco, no nothing like that. But you could see some kind of soft blue shading, which is nice, gives it a little definition. And then he's got his jeans. The gloves with the spikes. Face sculpt is good. That's kind of the more stoic face. If you're not a fan of that, however, you do have this kind of more grunting face with the teeth shown without the goggles. So if you kind of want to go with that look, you can. Am I gonna sneeze again? Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze again. So very cool figure. I won't bother going over the articulation because he's such a small figure. It's gonna be the same as these guys. But you know what? All in all, I think this is a fun wave. I like this wave. I actually do like this Build-A-Figure, despite the fact that I gave him some slack for being not as good as the DCUC one, which he's not. There's no argument that he's not. But this is still a really nice figure, and this is a nice kind of small condensed wave. Although very average and basic, the figures, more importantly, not Lobo. Still a lot of cool characters, cool wave, and I think you should definitely pick this up. Again, Mattel no longer has a license, so it doesn't matter. You know, buying this wave is not going to save them, but I think you should do yourself a favor and not sleep on these figures. But that is it, guys. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I hope you liked it. If you did, leave me a big old like. Subscribe if you haven't already, especially as the subscribe button is right next to the like button. So if you're already in that area, why not just click it? Literally will take you 2 seconds. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Share this video with your friends if you want. If you didn't like the video, feel free to thumbs it down because that's okay too. We don't have to like everything that we see. Don't forget, social media links will be in the description. And guys, if that's my kid. She's being loud again. Gonna wrap this up quick, guys. Don't forget social media links in the description. Make sure you check out the Sanctuary on Facebook, on YouTube. Make sure you check out Clickbait Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube for more great content involving myself. Guys, that is it. Have a great day doing whatever it is you're doing today. I'll catch you in the next video, which will be the Marvel Legends Kingpin Wave. I am out. See you guys next time.